When life gives you lemons.
You create a podcast. Hello. Welcome back. Let's um let's just get into it cuz why not? We're just going to dive right in like an Olympic swimmer diving into the Olympic pool. Just going to dive right in. We're going to
Well, she's coming here with she's here with the puns today. She's feeling the puns.
we're going to start today off with just giving you guys an update on our life, what we've been up to this new year. It's right now, the day we're recording this, it's the 24th of January. So January is almost coming to an end. February is gonna start. And yeah, so let's just update you guys. Dulce, take it away.
Honestly, it's been quite a month. I think it's been chill in a lot of aspects, especially with school and stuff like that. But I think in college applications too, you're just kind of like waiting and just kind of like playing the waiting game at this point, like logging into like the portals, which is, oh my God, I can't even keep up with the ones that I have right now. And Joanna knows. We're not going to talk about it too deep into that. But basically, I'm just doing that, kind of keeping up with that, emailing them if I have a question. I've been reading recently, which I'm proud to say because I haven't read since like last year, the beginning of last year. Actually, that's kind of sad. It's been a year without reading, to be honest. That, like, for my enjoyment, because I have read, I could, for school and stuff like that. But I think I've been working on music. Yesterday, I'm not kidding, I wrote a pretty good song. I'm just saying, I'm really excited. um it's still working, I just wrote it yesterday, so basically, I haven't even like done the little edits or like any of that. It's just literally like a rough draft, but I'm really excited for that. And I've been watching some shows. After I watched Julie and the Phantoms, I kind of just got into show watching. So I've been watching some shows. Bridgerton is one of them. Joanna, you should watch it. I know Joanna's over here watching her novella every single day at 9 p.m. She never misses it. She hangs up on the phone with me sometimes. She's like, "Girl, I gotta go," and I'm like, "Okay, I understand." But I do have to say that if you can look at my outfit today, you see, I don't just bring a leather jacket, okay? I don't just come to our Lemon Talk episodes looking like this. I got inspiration because recently a show just came out called Fate, and it's like a Wing Saga one. It's really good. It hit number 1, and I'm dressing up as like the main character. Her name is Bloom, and you gotta watch it. She's really good. No words to describe it. But that's about it, to be honest. It's not much. Been karaokeing. Like, is that even a word? Karaoke? It's not a word, but I just been like, chilling, just taking it slow, taking care of myself because I don't want to stress myself out, but I know it's gonna come and I need to prepare myself mentally for it. But that's about it. That's kind of like my wrap up, quick update.
Okay, well, for me, I'm feeling really good starting this new year. Like Dulce said, I watch my novela every day at 9 p.m. But unfortunately, Monday is the last day. It's the final, a 2-hour finale, and it's so sad. Like, it looks like it has an amazing, happy ending, but I don't want it to end. Like, why? What novella am I gonna watch now? Like, there's a new one actually coming out. The trailers look pretty good. Maybe I might start watching that one. We'll see. I'll update you guys if I watch that one. But yeah, this year I've just been really focused on school and like different things I want to do. In the previous podcast, I mentioned like one of my goals for 2021 is to start a business. So I'm working on the details of that. Like I've watched many YouTube videos, like step by step tutorial on how to start a business. I'm like, so I spend time doing that. But yeah, mainly just I've been on my school game, if you like to call it like that. My school game. I'm finishing my homework a day or two before it's due. It feels so good. Like didn't do that too much last year. It feels good to know like the day before, oh my gosh, I have to rush and get this done. So yeah, that's really been doing. The New Year's off to a good start. Oh, except of course, obviously the always typical New Year goal is to start working out. I've done that not once. It's so hard to like you get motivated. I always tell my parents that if I were rich, which I'm not, okay, you have $0 in the bank account. I feel like in order for me to get motivated, I need to hire a personal trainer because I cannot work out on my own. If I do it on my own, I have no motivation. I need someone there with me pushing myself. Like, no, pushing me. So when I was in soccer, I worked out mainly because one, I was on the team and I had no choice, but also because I saw all the girls running and working out, and I was like, oh my gosh, like, why am I not doing the same thing? So I would go. But now that there's no sports, I'm just like, I have no motivation. There's no one here with me. I need someone to like kind of like compete with, you know? Be like, I gotta run faster than them, like, run faster. And so that's my update.
So, I mean, that's really interesting that, I mean, competition, sure. I can't run. Maybe we can do a competition virtually and then you can outrun me for sure. It's okay. Don't worry about it. I got you. Anyway, um yeah, it's interesting. Just like how we're just starting off the first, well, first of all, actually, let me recap the whole thing. You're starting your business and I didn't even know this. You're doing YouTube videos and stuff. I'm excited. I'm excited. I didn't even know this. Can I be the first
I'm
customer?
still working on it. I haven't filed anything. I'm just doing the research. So, see, just researching right now.
My music, like it's like there, but it's like, you know, coming slowly but surely, hopefully. I mean, I don't know. Maybe yours is gonna be better than mine for sure because I don't know where I'm heading anywhere. Um, but yeah, that's really exciting to be honest. I'm like excited for you. I mean, I YouTube, I know I've been saying that I'm going to do YouTube and I have an idea. I just haven't had time to film it. And I think I'm excited for it. And I think, you know, I feel like Joanna might be a part of it, but she might not know that she's a part of it until later on when I tell her that she's a part of it because it's a pretty good idea. Anyways, Joanna and I, you know, but that's really excited. And something else that Joanna kind of forgot to mention is the fact that she's been really into watching movies recently, which I'm kind of shocked to say because she's a very TV person and she's been telling me to recommend her some rom-coms or something romantic, and that's kind of leading to our next conversation. So Joanna, out of like the ones that I've recommended to you, or that we'll start off with that, right? We'll go with like the ones I recommended to you first, or should we be like the ones that we both seen?
Well, out of the ones you recommended me, I've only watched two, so I don't know. I've been into watching movies. I want to watch a lot more, but I just haven't had the time to. So, but I think I'm a bigger fan of like romantic movies, romantic stuff in movies rather than shows. Like other stuff, I love shows. Overall, I'm more of a TV show person. But when it comes to like romantic stuff, I'm more like a movie person.
A fun fact about us, me and Joanna, we both really love To All the Boys. It was one of our titles for one of our episodes previously, and we I think last year we have a funny story to say because last year or like a few years ago, like 1 or 2 years ago,
Last
when
year, I
this
think.
was it? No,
Yeah, it was. I think.
wasn't it like December-ish when it came out?
No, it
Like
came out
2000.
in February. I remember because I had like a Valentine's Day chocolate box that I took. That I think they released it the exact same date they're releasing it this
Oh,
year. I think they released it
oh,
last year on February 12th also.
that was funny. The chocolate box. I forgot the chocolate box. Anyways, I'll let Joanna, you know, tell it from her perspective because apparently I was the one MIA in the whole situation, which I'll take responsibility for now. But basically, we love that. We love that series in general. I've read the books before. And if you guys want to see an episode on like comparing movies to books, let us know. Comment down below. Comment on the post at Lemon Talk Podcast. Tweet at us at Lemon Talk Pod. But basically we were planning to watch the second movie, and this is where Joanna will take the lead into the storytelling.
Okay. So, one thing about me is that I don't really have like a favorite romantic movie. It's just like if I find a movie I love, like I get so into it. Like my whole Instagram explore page becomes that movie. That's how into it I get. And then after a while I kind of just lose interest until like the other part comes out or something. But okay, so when To All the Boys I've Loved Before, part 1 came out, I was obsessed. Like I was in I don't know what grade were we in when it came out? I don't know. But it was before okay, no, I don't know. But I would have to go to my grandma's house after school. And every single day that I went after school to my grandma's house, I would play the movie. I watched the movie like maybe 10 days in a row. Every single time I went after school to my grandma's house, that's the first thing I would play. And I would send pictures to my friend, and one of my friends, she was like, just watch something different already. But I'm telling you, when I get into a movie and I like it, I'm just like all in. Like,
Go big or go home. That's Joanna's motto.
so when I found out that part 2 was coming out, I was so excited because I loved part 1 so much. And Dulce had told me that she also really liked part 1 and she was excited to see part 2. And we they released it around Valentine's Day. So we're like, okay, why don't we watch it together? It'll be, they call it Galentine's Day, like for your gals, because we're loners. So Dulce's like, no, I'm not a loner. I have all like 7 guys here. Okay. She's like, I had a boyfriend, I just he couldn't come that day, so that's why I was the rebound, everyone. So so
Wait, can we just talk about the fact that it's so close to Valentine's?
so Dulce and I were like, oh yeah, let's watch it together. And we had agreed we'll watch it at her house. But I said, oh yeah, sounds good. And she said, okay, just let me ask my mom, okay, if this is gonna be okay. And I said, oh yeah, that's fine. This is maybe a week before the movie was gonna come out. And I would text her like maybe 2 days later. I was like, "Oh, so what's your mom saying?" Because I'm like so excited. I'm like, as soon as this movie wants to come out, it comes out, I want to see it. But I was gonna wait an extra day or a day or two to wait to watch it with Dulce for the first time. So like 2 days pass and Dulce's like, "Oh, I still haven't
spoiler,
answered."
spoiler alert, she did it.
Okay, well, let me finish telling the story. So 2 days later, I text her, "Did you ask your mom?" And she said, "No, I haven't asked her yet." And I was like, "Okay, just ask her. My parents said it's okay for me to go over." Okay, and then after I don't know when I text her again, she doesn't answer me. Like 3 days pass by. She doesn't answer me, doesn't answer, doesn't answer. So I'm like so excited. The day the movie comes out, I'm like, Dulce hasn't even opened my message yet. She is gonna tell me that her mom said no. She is not gonna answer. She's watch her text me like the day after Valentine's Day or something. So I'm like, I'm gonna go watch the movie right now. And I did. I watched it here at my house. And then she texts me. She texts me like the day of. The day of we had agreed to watch. She's like, "Oh yeah, my mom said yes." I was like, "The day of we the day of she texts me." And I was like, "I already watched the movie, but I'll go watch it again." So yeah, I went to her house and I watched it again, but it wasn't like my true genuine reaction to like the scenes because obviously I already knew what was happening.
Okay, so I just want to defend myself here. I don't know what I was doing at that time, but I was very bad at text messages, and I have to kind of tell myself that I sucked at it. As you can tell, I didn't even open your text message. How rude of me! Like, I think we were like in what, ninth grade? I think it was like ninth grade. I remember you would like take the bus to your grandma's house.
No, I remembered it was junior year. So it wasn't that long ago. It was junior year.
No. Oh wait, no. Yeah, the second movie. The second movie. I was talking about the first one.
Oh, then I was probably in 10th grade. I assume
right?
they release them a year apart. I don't know. Or maybe ninth. I don't know, but
Okay, anyways. So yeah, we were in junior year. I don't know. This was a year ago. I was bad. I don't even know how to defend myself, to be honest, at this point anymore. I'm better at text messages now, right, Joanna? I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good. No, okay, I still suck. I still suck at text messages. Fun fact. Don't text me because I won't answer. I'll leave you on red. That'll be it. Um, but I think it was really fun though. Like I think she drove to my house, so that was fun too. And I liked so my house is like weirdly shaped, and there's like a street, and Joanna was like backing up. Remember, you were like, "Can you like help me out?"
okay, look, I wouldn't have
That
needed
was
her help, but she made me park on her yard. So I thought I was scared that I was gonna hit like the fence or something because I had to do like a big curve to get back onto the driveway. And so that's why I asked for her help.
It was fun though. I had a blast. It was fun, even though it wasn't her genuine reaction, which kind of sucked. But it was my fault. I'll take it. She brought what was it, like the chocolate heart one. We got tissues, I think, and then like I made popcorn. It was great. So it was a fun time overall. I loved it. It wasn't her genuine reaction, but that was partly my fault, and now accept the consequences of it. And it was so much fun. And I mean, we've been trying to do like virtual movie nights, and unfortunately it's hard. It didn't work out for us when we tried to do it, so we might not watch the third one that comes out, but I mean it would have been fun to like continue that tradition.
All right, let's say what movie was better, part one or part two? I think part one. Okay, let me just say this, okay? Part two, spoiler if you haven't watched part two, you know, just okay, like I don't know, skip it or pause it and go watch the movie and then unpause, come listen again. So, there's Team Ambrose and then there's Team Kavinsky. I loved Peter Kavinsky in the first movie. I thought they were so cute together. But part two came around and let me just tell you, I understand. I understand why the ending was that she picked Kavinsky. Like, it had to be a better flow for the third part. But no, I was Team Ambrose. Like, John Ambrose treated her better. Like, no.
Joanna's very upset over that. I remember she was sitting on the couch and she's like, I'm really mad I'm really mad. I don't like this part. I don't, and then like, I remember you kept on saying like, oh, here comes a part, here comes this part, or like this. And I'll be on my toes and I'm just like, what's happening? What's going to happen next? Like, I'm so nervous. And I read the book. I should know what's going to happen next. But Joanna just hyped it up too much on me that I got hyped up even more. I was like, okay, I'm ready. I'm ready. I have mixed feelings about it though. Like, I feel like I understand why people were team is his name John? Yeah,
Yeah.
right. Like I understand why people were team John and then team Peter. I was like in the middle because I agree that John treated our girl Lara much better than Peter did in that movie specifically. But I do have to agree with you on that point where it's like clearly she's gonna pick Peter because there's like more to it. I mean, but like I want to put ourselves in that situation. Like, how would you feel, especially in the first movie, when they're both in like the hot tub scene, and then like like Peter was not waiting for her to come down there. He was waiting for the other girl. So like, how do you feel on that?
No, here's the thing. I my If I were to pick one, part one is still my favorite. But I'm excited. The trailer of part three looks so good, especially because it's based off senior year, and we could like kind of relate to it, kind of not. Like I could kind of put myself in in the movie's shoes and be like, this is the year I could have had if all of this wouldn't have happened. But when I watched part one, I didn't know of that about the hot tub scene. That didn't even cross my mind. Because in the movie, her Lara Jean's friend says, "Oh, he's waiting for you down at the hot tub." And she's like, "Do you really think so?" And he said, "Yeah." So I actually believed what the friend said. I thought Peter was actually waiting for Laura Jean. It wasn't until part two came and they said the truth. I was like, I didn't even think of that. Like, what the heck? It's like, that is messed up. Like, girl, break up with him right now. End it forever.
I don't know. It's just, it sucks because imagine like you're hitting it off with this person and then you feel like it was going somewhere and then they lie to you about something like that. And then it's like this might not have happened if you know, like if I didn't show up. Like it was like kind of like that thing where, or that saying that people say where it's like she was at the right place at the right time and she just happened to be like, he just happened to like, is it manipulation
I
to
don't
an
know, but
extent?
like, the thing is, like, he went on with it. Like, if he was there waiting for her and like they went back home in the bus and they were all cuddly when he knew that he wasn't waiting for her. Like, what is wrong with him? Like, I'm still mad about it today, but
Oh
no.
my god, did I just unleash unleash the fire and Joanna that she's been keeping in?
No, it's good. It's good. I want this to be released because part three is about to come out on February 12th, and I'm gonna watch that. Prom. He's gonna go to Stanford, and like,
Oh, I
she
know.
wants to go to New York. Like, oh,
I feel like girls or boys or any single person, no matter your gender or how you identify, if you're doing it for your significant other, do not do that. Do not base your whole future on them. I just feel like that's not healthy. Like you should do what you want to do. If you want to go to New York, go to New York.
no, that's it. This is a movie, okay? Relax, dudes. It's a movie. It has to happen for the movie. We need some drama.
Okay. In the movie aspect, yeah, sure. But like, I'm just saying in real life, it happens. I feel like just manipulation. I don't know. Mixed feelings here. We're excited for it. No, we're not. First of all, we should have done a disclaimer beforehand, but we're not shading anyone or anything of this film or any sort of like shape or form. We love Jenny Han, who is a writer and the author of the books and the series. We love the actors; they're amazing, and we literally love the movies. We're just kind of having a discussion on it and just talking about the whole plot line because it's really good. It's really well written. So basically, we just want to we want to throw a disclaimer. So, do you have any other feelings about the series, Joe?
No, just I'm excited to see where part three goes.
I do have to admit, like, in that way that you kind of described it, like we are in our senior year, and like I feel like it's been hard. So me and Joanna are both in leadership. I play a I'm in a lower position than Joanna. She's Miss President over here. She's doing stuff. She's changing laws and making stuff happen. Um, Joanna's like mentally, she's like, stop it. So like, what are you even saying? Um, but I feel like for us, it's been really hard to like get everyone to engage. Like it's hard because it just we're put in this position where it's like we understand it's like our health goes first no matter what, and we totally agree. But it's also fun to be able to kind of live our experiences through these kind of films that we enjoy and we like to watch because they're going through their senior year, and it's kind of like saying like, oh, we could have done something like this, but at least we get to kind of see it in a different perspective or something like that. Riverdale just came out. I'm still in season 4 trying to keep up, but I know their first episode of season 5 was like their prom thing, and I think one of the producers slash writers, I'm not sure, do not quote me who said this, but I know someone in the Riverdale team said that even like this first episode was kind of dedicated to like seniors or the people who have never had a prom or who couldn't have a prom, and just kind of like being able to kind of see or like kind of live that experience through these characters that we love. And that's kind of like, I don't know, I kind of like that a lot. I think that's really cool. So I like that Joanna brought that up because I think overall it kind of sucks that we're put in this position, but I think we all understand why we're put in this position. And we're trying to make the most out of it.
Yeah, I agree with Dulce. Like, everyone knows senior year is obviously your last year of high school before you go to college and you're really truly considered an adult and you're responsible for making your own decisions. And the one event that like really everyone, or the two events really everyone looks forward to, is prom and graduation. And it sucks because when we started this whole quarantine thing, we were juniors. So we've been in March, we're gonna be in this whole system like for a year, and it sucks. It's not looking good. Even to have a prom, even though it's towards the end of the school year. But we understand our health is first, and so we could just imagine in our head. But it's okay, When I have kids, I'll go to their prom. I'll be their plus one. I mean, look, I didn't have a prom. Be nice to your mom. Like, let me dance with you kids.
Can I be your plus one plus one?
uh, okay, we could take turns. Okay, I'll go to my first child's prom, and then you can go to my second child's prom. If prom doesn't happen, I'll throw a little prom here in my room. Whoa, One Direction. I have more freedom. I have the freedom to pick the songs that I like. Like, maybe in prom there's songs that I don't like. Here I could like
That's so true.
song. I'd be whoa, One Direction, Justin Bieber, Ed Sheeran.
I mean, this is gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna put this on the internet. This can be traced back to me. Who said, "Do you want to say this in the internet?" My mom wanted to go to prom with me, but she always joked about it. She's always like, "When you go to prom, I'm gonna be your date. Like, I'm gonna be your date." And I was like, and she's like, and then to make matters worse, she wanted to wear the same outfit that I'll be wearing.
No, I'm
Can you
sorry. I'm
imagine?
sorry to. It's a nice stop, but no, no. People would just be looking at you the whole night.
Joked about it. She's always like, that's my mom's way of joking with me. She's always like, and then when I was younger, I actually kind of believed it. Because like, she was looking at me seriously, and I was like, are you serious? Like, like, was this for real? And clearly it was like a whole joke thing between us, and she was always playing around. Like, she's like, because she never really, she was from Mexico, so she never really had like a promise thing, so she always wanted to go to one, but she's like, she's the other day we were having a conversation about it. She's like, I'm joking with you, right? And I'm like, yeah, now I know. You're a few years ago I didn't, but thanks for traumatizing your child. Yeah.
One thing I would love to do, I don't know about Dulce's school, but our school doesn't have any plans. We're not touching anything. We're not talking anything about prom because it doesn't seem like it's going to happen. So I feel like if all of a sudden, like, people were to be good, like vaccinated, and this order can be relieved, I feel like we wouldn't still have enough time to plan it out. So at least for our school, I don't think there's any chance of it happening. But one thing I think would be really cool to do is, once everything is fine and we're able to gather again, is to throw a mini prom with just my closest friends, like simple dollar store decorations. It's the thought that counts, right? We don't need a huge venue. Just we can still buy dresses if we want, why not? Like, I want a nice dress, even if it is just to wear at my house.
Honestly, I did hear people talk about that. Like, I act like I'm going to school. I didn't like actually physically hear people talking about it, but like I've heard people have planned or like are planning to, like, when things are getting like better. Cause like prom is like Joanna mentioned, basically, like I don't know if I'm even allowed to say this on the internet. So if I get in trouble, please don't come for me. um we do have a few plans for prom if it were a thing, but it's not moving anywhere, to be honest. Just because, like Joanna mentioned, cases are going up, and even though we have a vaccine, it's really up in the air basically right now. And so I think the idea of having like a separate prom with your closest friends is a good idea, because the music choice, like Joanna mentioned, when you have like a party with your closest friends, especially like me and Joe, if we were to have a prom hypothetically, we won't be going to prom together. normally if this whole situation wasn't here, let's just, I don't know if that makes sense, but like if we weren't under these circumstances, me and Joanna would have gone to prom together, because usually our academies work together to do one big prom. And so basically I think having like a prom with your friends is just better, because then you invite, you kind of invite the people you really did hang out with, the people who mean a lot to you. You put the music that you like with the people that you want to hang out with. You eat the things that you want to eat. You chill. You can karaoke and not be embarrassed, because if that was an option in prom, which I know it's not, I don't think you can karaoke at prom, but you can do that. We can watch a movie. We can do like anything, and then dress up fancy, like Joanna said. Like, get your hair done. Joe, can you do my hair?
Yes.
Can we wear the same braid so I can do that thing where it's like, what did I do to you the other time? We wear the same braid?
No, I'm never gonna wear the same hairstyle as you, because then you're gonna be like, that was my hairstyle.
I'll be like, Joe. But yeah, overall, I think it is a good idea to do that kind of thing. Hopefully when things are better, because clearly we're still under a lot of restrictions, so we can't do a lot of things. We just have to hope for the best.
Yes. So let's talk about one last movie, because this movie, it hasn't been released, the third part, and there's no trailer yet. It is The Kissing Booth. I don't know why Dulce did that reaction. She has that reaction. But I thought it was a good movie too. Another nice romantic comedy, very why do all these movies though? Why do all these movies go like this? I just thought about it. It's always like the innocent girl and then like the bad popular boy. Like why? Why can't it be a smart boy?
I don't know. That's a good question. Joanna, you can be the first one. Come on, let's get to writing. Let's
Let me
Once
write a
upon a
script.
time.
Let me write a script. Here's the storyline. A beautiful, talented, high goal oriented girl meets a smart, handsome, high goal oriented boy. They meet, they don't think anything of it because they all have both of them have their goals. They have a dream school, are aiming to get those grades, wants to do so many things in life, and then but they have a tutoring
And
session and boom, they fall in love.
a tutoring session.
No,
Tutoring.
not
Like,
tutoring. They have
it's
like
like
a team project and they work together and
it's
they
gonna be like, I need tutoring for AP calculus. Like, can you help me? Joanna, yes, write that and I will totally watch that. Can I act in it?
Yes.
Okay, sounds good. There you go. There's my career. That's where it all starts. Starting little and then
Oh,
getting.
you can be the mean girl that's trying to break them up because she's jealous of all the success they're gonna have in their life.
Why? Okay, you need to justify that answer. Why am I playing the mean girl?
It's because that's the first thing that came to my mind because the outfit you're wearing is kind of like oh, I'm cool.
I am far beyond not cool. Like, I'm not even at the no. Like, this is like a scale. It's like cool and then not cool. I'm like over here. I'm not even on screen.
All right, but let's talk about The Kissing Booth. Okay, Elle Woods was her last name, right? Her name was Elle Woods. Pretty sure. And no.
You know her last name? I don't know. I don't remember her last name. I just know her name is Elle.
Well, and the guy, this is what I don't remember. I don't remember the guy's. His name in the movie was Noah, right?
Yes, Noah.
Noah.
And then
Noah,
the
I don't
actor is
know his last name. Jacob, right?
Jacob. No, I think that's the actor.
No, Jacob is his real name, isn't it?
Yeah, like the actor?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then no, wait, isn't Noah the best friend's name, or what's the best friend's name?
Flynn.
Yes, okay. Now let me just say, Flynn, I had an issue with him, okay? He didn't want Elle to be happy. Like, She liked his brother, and like I get it, it's his brother, but she was happy. Flynn, something is wrong with Flynn. Flynn, you had to allow Elle and I was gonna say Jacob and Noah to to be together. But honestly, very unexpected. Like they had been Flynn and Elle had been best friends for so long, like basically almost all their life, and all of a sudden, Noah and her like and Elle like each other. Interesting. So there's
Yeah.
something I didn't understand how that could happen like that so quickly, but it happened. Oh wait, but Noah's like a popular bad guy, but at the same time he's smart. He went to Harvard. He's going to Harvard. Like he's smart. So it's kind of like the smart movie guy I kind of want, but he still has like the bad character in the beginning. Like he's known as a bad guy in the beginning of the movie.
Okay, I have there. That's my beef with the whole thing. The whole idea, especially with the kissing booth, the second one. So of course we know like Noah's getting into Harvard. First of all, how? Okay, how? And then second of all, we have Elle who got accepted to like no, she didn't get accepted to Harvard, did she?
She did.
Oh, she did. Okay, there you go. She got accepted to Harvard, UC Berkeley, and what else?
No, I think it
Like
was just
she
Harvard and UC Berkeley that they showed.
my situation with the whole thing. How did L get into UC Berkeley and Harvard? Girl, can you pass down your notes to me because I need that in my life. I'm just like kind of shocked with that whole situation.
Yeah, but they're smart, just they didn't show it in the movie, they just showed it in the movie. They just showed the fun parts of their life because why do we want a movie of them watching them study? No, we want a movie of them going to the arcade, having fun, dancing on that little dancing game machine, you know we want to see the love interest. Why haven't we talked about the love interest? Like, what's the other guy's name that comes out in part two?
Marco!
Marco. Let me just say, Marco and White, is it? I don't feel like I feel Marco and Noah. I think that's what I said when I first watched it. They look alike. I felt like when I was watching it, they look very alike. That just Marco's like the dark colored hair, like has darker hair, but I thought they looked pretty alike. I was a little shocked by that, how they casted them when they look so alike. Look, here is another movie where there's another love interest that comes in, and again, nothing happens with him. Like, there's like teasing, like, oh, the girl, oh, I like him, I don't. And at the end, she always goes back to the first guy. I don't know these movies. Wait, I need to create a movie that has an entirely different plot line here. Like we can't have the good girl fall for the bad boy, and then part two, another guy comes in, and then she's like conflicted, but then she goes back to the number one boy, and then we need a different storyline here.
My situation is with like the whole Noah thing, and then like the girl, I forgot her name, the girl who he's supposedly not like doing anything with, but like he's not like helping himself throughout the whole film, to be honest. He just kind of makes it seem like he is guilty of something that he's probably not guilty of. But I don't know.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I think her name was Chloe. I think I'm not sure. But that was another thing too. Like he was suspicious. When I watched the movie the first time, I was on L's side. I was like, "Oh yeah, girl, break up with him. He's definitely cheating on you. Like, cut it, cut it right now." End the phone. But yeah, so Kissing Booth 3. I think they already filmed it. I'm not too sure, but they haven't like released a trailer or anything on it. So I'm excited about that when it comes out, and yeah, that's all I have to say.
Sorry, everyone. It's getting darker on my side, so it's like I need to put my phone as like lighting, so I look really bad. Yeah. Anyways, that was just my little disclaimer. I don't know. It was just mixed feelings. So basically, when my reaction went like this when you talking about the kissing booth, because I have mixed feelings about it just because of like the character decisions mostly. Noah just didn't really like help himself out a lot, and I don't know, like especially the dinner scene was like the part that got me a lot too. I don't remember when we talked about it. Like I told you, oh, I'm gonna watch it, and you're like, yes, watch it, and it's like it was just so intense.
Mm-hmm.
But overall, it's a great film to watch. I think it was really fun. I almost did a review on it. I didn't finish it because I really wanted to enjoy the film, like enjoy it for my personal like just because I wanted to instead of doing it for like a review. But yeah, it was really good. Elle, just pass down your notes to me, because I want to get into a college in general. So please.
All right, with that, you've heard our thoughts on romantic movies. Let us know suggestions on romantic movies. One that's on my list, the one I'm gonna watch next when I have the time, is A Walk to Remember. I've heard a lot of good things about that one. So, but yeah, I think that'll just end our podcast here. I hope you guys enjoy listening to us, and make sure to follow us here on YouTube. If you're not watching on YouTube, go follow us on YouTube, and then on Instagram at Lemon Talk Podcast, on Twitter at Lemon Talk Pod POD, not podcast, and then on TikTok at Lemon Talk Podcast again. So yeah, see you
Yes.
guys.
And also go to so once you're at Lemon Talk Podcast, we're probably gonna have some sort of poll or some sort of like question box on Instagram at Lemon Talk Podcast where you can like tell us what you guys want us to talk about, like what type of topics, and then if you guys want us like control our day, like ask us questions to have a Q&A session, that'd be really fun. So just that's like a little announcement right there.
Yep. And with that, we'll see you guys next week. Bye.